in Landover, Maryland. Today we've got an NFC matchup on tap as it'll be the New Orleans Saints taking on the Washington Commanders. The veteran Joey Sly set to get us started, and we are underway in our nation's capital.
And that one will bounce out of the back of the end zone, so we will start here at the 25.
Carr right away going to look to throw. And right off the bat, look at him lay out there and make the grab. So quickly all the way up at the 40-yard line.
A gain of 15. And the Saints first down.
Here's Carr to throw. There's Chris Olave. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
24-yard gain on the play. First down, Saints.
They'll run it for the first time with Alvin Kamara. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage.
Brought down back at the 38-yard line.
Now Carr changing the formation. Second and 13. He completes it to Olave. And finally down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. Now a chance to make that big play really hurt. It's first and goal just outside the 5. Throwing now is Carr. And he's got it. And just shy of the goal line as he's out of bounds right at the 1. That's good for a gain of 6, second and goal. Well, that's not just his first, not his second, already his third completion here on the opening drive. And I think it's safe to say that getting him the ball in this game, one of their top priorities.
And the top priority for the defense has got to be finding ways to cover him. And I don't think you can have one basic coverage to get it done. You have to throw a number of coverages at him, make him think as he's running downfield, and hope you can create a little bit of havoc.
A couple extra tight ends are in. Third and goal from the 1. They'll run it with Kamara. And I don't think Kamara got there. Looks like they stopped him short. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th.
One word comes to mind to me after that last play, and that's alert. That defense took a chance guessing the snap count, and they were so right. Got great push up front, and that forces 4th and goal.
And his kick is good. So a long drive gets him down inside the 5, but ultimately they settle for just the field goal.
And I have to think that if maybe they were a yard closer, that would have made their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And this will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
Commanders take over first and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
Now first and 10 here for Hal and the Commanders at their own 18. They'll motion McLaurin left. They'll start on the ground with Gibson. Now he's free to midfield. Antonio Gibson. racing to the end zone. Touchdown, Washington. Antonio Gibson, 82 yards. And the Commanders have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. They blitzed defensively there, but he was able to slip through that first layer, and then he was gone.
I think they won the leverage game, didn't they?
Yes.
Right? They saw the blitz coming. That got to him a little bit, but they leveraged it perfectly and found not just a crease, a gigantic hole. And off he goes, and he's still going all the way to the end zone.
Extra point by Sly is up and good, and that makes it a 7-3 lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And able to get this out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Saints offense on the field, ready to get their drive started. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But you also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
And he's able to get this one down to the 40-yard line. Now a timeout called for by the defense. They'll have 2 remaining as we step aside here in this first quarter.
First down.
Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Here's Carr. This one swung out to Williams. So give him 2 yards there on the completion, and that's going to bring up second down.
Well, offensively, that's the mismatch that you want. You want to force a linebacker to try and cover your back out of the backfield, out in some open space. But linebackers nowadays, they run like backs, and they take a lot of pride in covering. What a nice play he made there in the open field.
Play action. Now it's Carr. And the Washington pressure gets to him. He will go down. The sack by the linebacker, Jamin Davis.
Pressure can come from all over when you're plotting a defensive strategy. On that particular play, it just came from the outside.
Washington looking for another timeout, and they get it. And that's their second charge timeout here in this first quarter. They're down to 1 remaining. The Commanders bringing out the nickel package on third down. Carr now to throw. Finding Johnson on the out route. That's complete. And they're going to have another first down here as the tackle's made at Washington's 29-yard line. A pretty good mark there. They needed 14. They got 14 on third down. After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
Commanders 7, Saints 3.
The Saints with a football here to begin quarter number 2 as they've got it with a 1st and 10.
What now?
They'll pound it up the middle with Kamara. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. How about Jonathan Allen there pushing upfield to make the stop behind the line? A rare misstep on that last play because the drive has been strong, but now it's 2nd and 12. To throw, it's Carr. Oh, that's into a sea of bodies, and it's intercepted. And the Commanders are going to take over at their own 28-yard line. That throw, Charles, over the middle of the field, and a few too many bodies in there got picked.
That's a normal situation, too, isn't it? No matter how hard you try and spread the field sometimes, there's always going to be a traffic jam, it feels like, towards the middle. And if there's any type of a missed throw, or maybe the ball's tipped, or just too many bodies in the area, an interception can result.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
And he's going to be down at the 35. Gain of 7. Now 2nd and 3.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3.
They'll bring a receiver in motion left. On 2nd down, here's Gibson again. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. And even 100 yards rushing for him as he has been tough to stop here this first half.
This guy's well on his way now to a big game on the ground. It's another good run there. Puts him over the century mark in yardage, and we're still in the second quarter.
They go play action with Howell. It'll buy some time right. And his throw is incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
2nd and 10. They'll go play action. Howell. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Zach Bourne came in there hard on the blitz and got him down 9 yards behind the line of scrimmage. They tried to go with a little play action there, but nobody on the defensive side bit.
Yeah, they adjusted in time and in a big way and ultimately got the sack. On offense, sometimes you're running play action just to set up a certain blocking technique. In this case, none of it worked.
3rd and 19. Howell, he'll look to throw it. This is caught by his tight end, Logan Thomas. And he's going to be out of bounds right at midfield. It'll be a pickup of 13, but it'll still lead to a 4th down.
One of the money routes for any offense, the drag route. So tough to defend because the receiver can stop at any point and make himself available to the quarterback and get a completion. But I love the communication we saw there. All the defenders pointing out the receiver.
Howell loses it. But it looks like one of the DBs has it. So they tried it. Not only did they not get the first, they fumbled it away.
Yeah, it's one of those things where it went from bad to worse, but I know that everyone's going to pile in on the call and say, well, what are you doing? Why would you go for it there? I think that teams that are convinced that they feel pretty good about their game plan, what they want to get done that day, go for it. Give it a try. Hey, let's see if your defense can rescue them a little bit.
It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Well, I could spin this negative ways. He just got back to the line of scrimmage. But when you really analyze it, he took away a big play for the defense, made it an uneventful run because he avoided a sack and didn't lose yardage.
Here's 2nd and 10. They'll run out of the gun with Kamara. And he still has yet to get on track in this first half as they're going to stop him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down.
The running lanes have definitely not been there for him here in the first half, and I don't think it's all been his fault. His offensive line hasn't given him much space. A loss results there.
Third down and 13. Now Carr. Completing it to the right side, Johnson. And he's going to come up a few yards short. Brought down at the 45. Carr going to go on fourth down. And Thomas has it. And now this is going to depend on the spot. And they say he's just short. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And Washington will take control of the football in great field position. On first and 10, it's Gibson. And he'll manage to pick up about 4. It's second down. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Second down. Howell now. Looking for Thomas, but that's intercepted. Picked up by Pete Werner. And they will be set up now as he brings this thing all the way back inside the 20.
And Brandon, this is a real nice job defensively, getting inside a quarterback's head and figuring out, okay, where's he going with the football? Because you can make an educated guess defensively, not all the time, but sometimes. And when you're right, you've got a decent chance of coming away with the football.
Now after the INT, it's Carr. And Carr gives himself up, but not before he picks up a first down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 34 seconds to go before halftime.
What now?
So it's first and goal and a great opportunity to get that lead back before the break. Try to pound it in, Kamara. And he takes this down to about the 2 before going out of bounds. It'll be a gain of 5 there as they move closer. It's second and goal. When we talk about being on schedule, I think they're on schedule after that run, getting it right down there on the doorstep.
Maybe even a little bit ahead, because now the defense can't dictate with pressure. They're guessing about where you're going to go. I might come right back at them with the same play, the same set, and see if they can stop them.
Kamara trying again, and he'll take it into the end zone for the Saints touchdown. Alvin Kamara taking it in from 2 yards out, and the Saints will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. That could be an important swing right there, a touchdown in the final minute of the half to take the lead.
And I like the point you just made there. Could be an important swing because now that they have the lead, if they can carry that into the locker room at the half, they'll feel really good about what they accomplished in the first 2 quarters.
Extra point splits the uprights, and the lead is now 10-7. Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away. And here comes a return from a few steps into the end zone. But a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line.
Washington will take over first and 10 at their own 30-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Normally being a big-bodied receiver plays to their advantage downfield. Go up and make the catch, take the hit, and pick up yardage. But in this case, the hit was timed really well and popped it free from his grasp.
So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. And Howe will throw it. Thomas brings it in. Oh, he's brought down. And remember here, no timeouts left. They got to get to the line quick. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. This officially a 55-yard attempt. And he has got it from 55 yards away. That was never in doubt. And that'll do it for the end of the 2nd quarter. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. Welcome back. Halftime over. We are ready for quarter number 3. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon. And ready to get the party started for the 2nd half. It was an even first half, all tied on the scoreboard. And here comes a return from the middle of the end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20.
Takes over 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
Out there set and ready for this next drive, the Washington offense. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the 3rd quarter, curious to see what the 2nd half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
They'll motion McLaurin left. 2nd half starts with a run by Gibson. And he's got it past the 30 before he's hit and dropped. 115 yards for him on the ground now as he has been terrific here this afternoon. He had a really solid first half running the football and picking up where he left off here in the 3rd quarter.
How about the yardage he's piling up right now? This feels like a full game, not just this series that we're watching right now. I know people are screaming, where are the adjustments from halftime on the defensive side of the ball? Sometimes they're just not there. Sometimes you just have to find a way to tackle someone.
On first down, right back to Gibson. Call it no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd down. That time they're able to bottle him up, but he's having a really nice game.
I agree with that. Let's just go big picture, right? Every back that's in the Hall of Fame had carries where they didn't gain yardage or they lost yardage, but you stick with them, don't you? When they're having a good game, keep feeding them.
On 2nd down, a run with Gibson. And they'll stop him after a gain of a couple to the 33.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
They'll see about converting this 3rd and 8. Throwing here, Howell. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. Through the middle of the field. Touchdown, Washington. Logan Thomas, 67 yards. And Washington has taken the lead. When they drew that up, I don't think they envisioned it ending in a house call. But he got it and took it all the way home.
Really impressive run after the catch, wasn't it? That was really special by him. But let's face it, in today's NFL, those tight ends are often former wide receivers or maybe even sometimes bigger running backs. They just put them in a position to get a great matchup and make plays like that.
Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that one bounces out of the back of the end zone, so we'll start the drive at the 25 on the touchback. Getting set for their next drive, the New Orleans offense. And this game was all square at halftime, but now they find themselves down 7 following the opening drive touchdown here in the third quarter.
And they need to take a good, relaxing, deep breath, don't you think? Because right now they might start to feel like they've got to play catch-up here and start matching them point for point. But it's still too early to get there. They can still run their offense. Plenty of time to get back in this game.
To throw his car. The pass caught by Olave. And this will be a gain of 5 as he gets it to the 30.
One thing you're hoping for when you run drag routes, you're able to hit a receiver in stride, and he can pick up a lot of yardage after the catch. But in this situation, the defense was effective, able to stop him before he could get a good head of steam going.
That's Olave bringing in another one. And he's out of bounds, able to take this one up to the 35. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 4th down.
Now, that's going to be a tough one to explain when they get together and watch the game film, isn't it? I mean, they had the right call, had the out route. He's got to know where the first down sticks are, yet he steps out of bounds that close. Not their best play.
They'll go for it. It's Carr. Trying to get it to Thomas, and it's intercepted. And they'll set up shop in enemy territory at the 45-yard line.
All right, Brandon. Normally when you hear about guys making 2 interceptions in the game, you're thinking, must be a free safety, maybe a corner. How about getting 2 picks out of one of your linebackers? Again, he's just in the right place at the right time. And that's another great play to come away with the football.
On first down, Howell. Complete, it's Dodson. And he's got this down a yard or 2 shy of the 40 before he's out of bounds. Short completion, just 4 yards, and it's 2nd down.
Timing is everything, and they work on this cut all the time. They work on all the timing patterns, and this time it paid off for them. Worked him to the center of the field, cut it to the outside, ball's delivered, gets both feet down for the completion.
Straight ahead, Gibson. Able to push forward for about 4 down to the 37. And now it looks like they're going to be in the hurry-up.
37-yard line. It's a gain of 4. Makes it 3rd and 2.
They'll run with Gibson. Boy, no chance as he was met and dropped behind the line there. Losing 2 yards that time, and now it's 4th down.
Well, that was one of the few times they've been able to contain him thus far. He's over 100 yards for the game, but he lost a bit off his total on that carry.
Field goal would have been a decent length at 55 yards. They keep the kicking unit on the sideline. They're going for it. Gets it out quickly here to the left flat. And he is going to be out of bounds a couple of yards short of the marker. And they will fail to convert here on 4th down. They couldn't ask for much more to this point in the second half. A gorgeous day, 1-score game. 1st and 10 here. Carr's throw caught by Olave. And he'll go out near midfield at the 49.
And it's pretty evident that this passing game has been frustrated so far. They haven't really moved the ball the way we might have expected, but this is a good pickup here for the 1st down.
Under a minute to go in this 3rd quarter as they come up 1st and 10. Working from the gun, it's Carr. Complete, it's Johnson. And they'll work this down to the 40-yard line, tackled there. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on 1st down. Here's Carr to throw. Again, it's Johnson. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. And quickly, they get to the line.
1st down, Saints.
Again, it's Carr. And that is going to be incomplete as he let him a bit too much.
And
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another first down.
Trying to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Carr again here on 2nd and 10. Throwing the out route incomplete. It's Johnson. He's going to be out of bounds on what's going to wind up being the final play of quarter number 3. Back now at FedEx Field. It's the Saints who hold the football, but they're trailing as we begin the 4th quarter of play. The drive continues as they search for a tying touchdown. Here's 1st and 10. Now Carr again. Olave over the middle. Touchdown! Chris Olave, an 11-yard touchdown. And the Saints are an extra point away from tying this game here in the 4th. We are set up for a fantastic finish now. A 4th quarter touchdown here. We're an extra point away from a tie football game.
And I know they're thinking about possibly going for 2, but I'd go ahead and kick this one and just get it back to level.
Now the try here for the extra point. And we are tied here in the 4th quarter.
That ties the game at 17.
Now this one setting up for a great finish. All tied in the 4th as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. And ultimately cannot get this out to the 25-yard line as he's dropped it to 23.
First and 10 at their own 23-yard line.
The Washington offense at the line and ready to roll. Well, they just gave up the score to tie it. That's the bad news. The good news, plenty of time in this 4th quarter to try to grab that lead back. Off play action. It's Howell. And that's going to be incomplete.
I think he's got to be careful not to force anything into coverage right there. There weren't really any throwing lanes, but the best part for him, he's got 2nd and 3rd down to fall back on.
Well, once again, they'll go from the 23-yard line on 2nd and 10. A give up the middle to Gibson. And for one of the few times here today, this run's not going to go anywhere. The offense on 3rd down, just 1 for 3 thus far. This is 3rd and 10. That is caught. And they nearly get this all the way to midfield. Mark him down at the 49. And they pick up 25 as they convert on 3rd.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. They'll motion McLaurin left. They'll go play action. Howell slings this deep from McLaurin. And that is incomplete.
That would have been a nice one to hit on in a tie game. You start to think that one big play, maybe the next big play, could turn out to be the game winner. They took the big shot, but it winds up incomplete.
Let's go. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Howell, he'll look to throw it. And he will find his man, Samuel. And this is going to be another 1st down as the tackle's made at the Saints 33. Give him 18 on the play. Tell you what, he's been able to put the ball in some tight spots all game long. That throw, no different.
Yeah, a lot of people would call it a gutsy type of a throw. I think he looks at it as, I can do it, so it's not that big of a deal to me, and I'm going to keep firing.
So in Saints territory now. Here's 1st and 10 down at the 33. Gibson here running out of the gun. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the 1st down run. He gets maybe 3.
Well, that's not a run that's going to make any of the highlight tapes, but they've been moving it well all game on the ground. This is another one that keeps them moving forward.
Snap will come from the 31 on 2nd and 7. That's Samuel, caught left side.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
And returns it right back to Samuel. And he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22. That time the conversion comes courtesy of the RPO.
And know what it did? It moved the sticks. Nice pickup on 3rd down. Even better decision.
Back to the ground with Gibson. And maybe a measure of revenge there. He's had his way in this one, but this time they get him behind the line. They'll come up now. This is 2nd and long. Getting down to the good stuff. All tied with 2 minutes remaining on EA Sports. Here's 2nd down. Pitching it out to Gibson. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. And quickly we're going to get another stop here with 1:54 left as they call the timeout defensively. Probably had 60,000 thinking pass right there, including us in the booth.
Yeah, no doubt about it. That was a big call, big guts on that one. And guess what? That run, it'll pay dividends.
Here's 1st and goal. They'll run with Gibson. And this time they were waiting for him as he'll be knocked down before he can get back to the line of scrimmage.
I think sometimes when you're trying to get after the quarterback, maybe it's better to be lucky than great. Because I think on that one, he's just trying to get upfield and rush the passer. Instead, the tackle for the loss landed right in his lap.
They'll try again on 2nd and goal after going backwards to the 12. Gibson again. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. Now, what's the thinking here? Because a touchdown would be nice, but you've ensured yourself a chance at 3 in the lead, so how worried are you about the 6?
You're not very worried about if you're confident in your kicker. And if you got a kicker who can put it through the post, you feel really good about trying to bleed that clock down. In an ideal scenario, your kicker puts it through the post as the clock hits zeros.
Throw right side complete to Dotson. Now the Saints will use their 3rd and final timeout as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. Here it is, 4th and goal. Looking for McLaurin, and he's got him. Touchdown, Washington. A 3-yard touchdown pass. And the Commanders answer back with a touchdown of their own to break our tie and take the lead here in the 4th. They get one more as the extra point's up and good. And they will take a 7-point lead. Joey Sly now to kick off after the touchdown. And that'll be a little too hot to handle as it will skip through the end zone for a touchback here. Here's 1st and 10. Carr to throw. Pass complete. Thomas. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
A gain of 18 on the play. First down, New Orleans.
Throwing his Carr. Oh, and that's going to sabotage their comeback plans. It is intercepted. And to the 43. So down inside the 45 to the 43-yard line. That's where they'll take over. Well, you can see what they were trying to do. Just send those guys out there to make a play, but that is a costly interception.
Yeah, that's kind of like the backyard. Everybody go deep, and let's see if we can find someone. 4 verticals in the route. Any other time of the game, I love the call. But here, you're not going to hold safeties. You're not going to hold corners with any looks because they know what the situation is. Ends up throwing the interception.
We got to have 2 hands on the football here as they run on 1st down. And just no chance of turning the corner. He can only get back to the line of scrimmage. 2nd and 10 coming up.
At the Saints' 43-yard line.
Another run on 2nd down, trying to cover up. And he'll get it inside the 40 to the 39. Charles, why didn't they just take the knee there?
You're asking the question that I'm asking as well, because we've seen a lot of football where coaches decide maybe they get a little greedy. I don't know if they're doing it for stats or for what reason. We've seen it happen in college. And how about in the NFL? The miracle at the Meadowlands. All they had to do was take a knee and the game was over. The Giants ran it one more time. Ball popped free. Philadelphia picks it up and wins the game.
What year was that?
1978. I think it was in November.
It's 4th down.
They'll go. It's Gibson. And he is out of bounds inside the 30. What a ball game this was. What an atmosphere this was. And the home team getting the late touchdown, getting the victory, and now everybody in this building can file away with smiles on their faces.
And what do real estate people tell us all the time? It's location, location, location. So being at home, that can be a big deal because remember,